try and talk about the bit of telemetry that we've used up at Mount Eva. But yeah, hopefully I can give you a pretty good brief overview. So about the property, so it's about 3,300 square k's, so 880,000 acres. So it's quite a large property, but that's sort of what you need when you've only got the approximate 160 mils of rain a year. So you need to spread those ewes out a fair bit. So what we've done, we've expanded the waters out because half of the property didn't actually have accessible water, which has allowed us to increase the pastoral board maximum from 24,000 up to 30,000. So as you can see here, when we bought the place, there was 22 water points, and 42 existing water point troughs. So we've added 85 new ones. So you can see all the green ones are the ones that were existing. All the red ones are all the new ones that we've chucked in. So there's quite a bit more work to go around and do water runs and check those troughs. So just on the northern water run, so just up on this northern part here, it's about a bit over 200 k's round trip. So it's a pretty decent water run. So by adding telemetry in, because it's all on fresh water. So because there wasn't any water, the troughs weren't actually up here because there was bores up there, but it was just too salty. So you could chuck a few weathers and that up there, but nothing really did that well. So we've been able to shandy up the water a little bit and add fresh water out to all these bits and pieces here. But because it's fresh water, we don't need to clean out the troughs quite as often. By putting telemetry in there, rather than having to go up there twice a week to check it, you can only go up there once a week. So as you can see, it's created quite a bit more work, but by using telemetry, you can cut down that time because otherwise it's already a full-time job pretty well checking waters, but rather than having two people doing it, you can have just one person doing it each day. With the cameras, so we've got cameras up on quite a lot of them. So you can see this one here, this is from yesterday. The station hand's actually gone out and you can see she's actually got a trough broom in her hand, so she's obviously cleaning out the trough, which is pretty handy, not just checking the water. But so you can see that's from Blue Duck East, which is, you can see the trough there. You can't really see it on that quality, but you got your two cameras, one checking the tank to making sure there's water going in, and then the other one checking the trough to make sure there's not stock all standing around. So if you went to check the camera in the morning and there's a heap of stock just sitting there, obviously you know you've got a bit of a water problem. You can see there's 43 cameras. So here's a few other cameras there. So you can see they're out on each side. This one here is actually going into the tank, so that way you can see that the bore is actually the water's actually flowing into the tank. When we bought the place, it was mostly all windmills and a few bores that were just put on generators. So we've changed it all to solar, so all the solar's just pumping all the time. But if something goes wrong, you can't really tell. So so we've pumped the water up into tanks that are up on higher points, up on hills and that sort of thing, and then gravity fed out, like what Scott was saying. So if we put the cameras on the main gravity points where the water's actually going in, if we can see there's no water flowing into that tank, we know the bore's stopped working and someone needs to go check it. So that's why we've got some cameras going straight into the tank to be able to check the bore's working, and then others just on the troughs just to make sure there's no sheep wandering or there's no leaks or that sort of thing. But as it says, quite a few cameras. We'd like to put a few more in there, but we use Intuit, so they are a bit more expensive because it's not just the data coming back. There's actually the cameras coming in, and you get that image. So I think they're about $200 or $300 a camera and $2,500 to set up one of the main sites. But each one of those sites has got Wi-Fi, so if someone needs to make a Wi-Fi call back to the homestead, they can. Which obviously if you're 60 k's away, 40, 60 k's away, it's pretty handy being able to make that call rather than having to drive back to get into radio service. But that's about it, I suppose.